major ruling today from the nation's highest court that blocks people from suing when childhood vaccines cause harmful side effects. The U.S. Supreme Court upheld today a law that gives the drug companies immunity. A Pennsylvania family spent years fighting for the right to sue, claiming a now defunct vaccine caused their daughter's seizure disorder, a condition that left her with severe brain damage. In the majority opinion, Justice Scalia writes that the opening of the door to lawsuits could effectively wipe out the vaccine industry. Justices Sonia Sotomayor and Ruth Bader Ginsburg saying today's decision leaves little incentive for drug companies to improve their vaccines. Let's take this to the judge. Fox News senior judicial analyst Judge Andrew Napolitano, the host of Freedom Watch on Fox Business Network, just up the dial. You can't sue them for doing wrong things. You can't sue them.
Well, this is a very difficult decision. The girl is severely brain damaged through no fault of her own, through no fault of her parents, through no fault of the doctors, but through the fault of the manufacturer of this vaccine. But the Congress granted the manufacturer of the vaccine immunity. This is what happens when the Congress tries to interfere with an age-old system whereby you harm somebody, you're liable for it.
And Ginsburg and Sotomayor both said the problem with this is there's no real incentive for them to do better, to make better vaccines.
You're right. The dissent is right. On the other hand, the majority is saying, does the Congress have the right to regulate the vaccine industry? Yes. And did the Congress enact this regulation? Yes. Who are we to throw it out? It's really for the Congress to change. Unfortunately, the severely brain damaged young woman and her family are caught in the middle, and now they get very little compensation. There's a little bit of compensation. Congress basically set up a no-fault system whereby you go to a federal claims court. You don't have to prove that they did anything wrong in manufacturing or administering the vaccine. You just have to prove you were harmed, and you get some money. Does it compensate you for brain damage? No, it's not enough money to compensate you for brain damage. So this family sued anyway, and the courts said you can't do so. And today the Supreme Court said to the lower courts, you're right. Congress said they can't do so. Congress wants to change it, it can.
So that's the problem. It wouldn't be fair to equate that with, say, should Pfizer someday make a medicine which kills people? They're certainly subject to lawsuits. The difference is here that Congress hasn't says they're not.
Correct. Congress decided that because vaccines were becoming so necessary for us to live, so important for everyone, rich, poor, third world American, to have vaccines, that it would make it nearly impossible for anyone to sue the vaccine makers. The good part is everybody gets vaccines. The bad part is occasionally there's a mistake, somebody gets a bad batch, somebody gets severely harmed, and there's no place to sue.
You feel so bad for that poor family.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. So we have cheap vaccines, and occasionally people will be harmed, and they're stuck with it.
All right, Judge, that one's in the hands of the Congress. It's as they wish.
Yes,
Good
it is.
to see you, my friend.
Good to see you, Shep.
Well, the judge will be on this evening, weeknights, every weeknight, 8 o'clock Eastern Time here on, oh, well, not here, but over on the Fox Business Network. It's just right up the dial and right around the corner here around the hall. If you don't get the Fox Business Network,
demand it!
Demand the dang thing.